Every morning for thousands of Vietnamese, the day begins in the traditional way with a steaming bowl of pho, noodles in beef broth. The dish is served up in side streets and doorways for less than $1, but a new breed of young, affluent Vietnamese are willing to pay double that for more upmarket surroundings.
We gave the customers, people, more options, like more modern, modern look, modern service, modern style, lifestyle, eating culture. But it's gonna be replacing the traditional way of eating pho. I think the traditional way is also beautiful. So they both survive, the modern and traditional way.
The firm is doing well, with 78 cafes across Asia. Its success is symbolic of the modern Vietnam, with its rapidly expanding middle class, which has increased from 28% of the population a decade ago to 64% in the cities today. It's a change felt across the retail sector.
The Vietnamese between 20 and 30 years old now, they're just different from how I see when I was 20 and 30. They have no, it seems that they have no, they don't look far. They don't live in that mode where our parents used to live, where you have to save because you never know what's tomorrow, you never know what Vietnam's gonna become tomorrow. They seem to be much more free spirit.
It's a young country. 60% of the population are under 35. There's also a new generation of middle-class Vietnamese, educated at universities in the West, who have now returned home, bringing an international mindset and capitalist dreams to this socialist-orientated market economy. People like Henry Nguyen, a Harvard graduate who heads a venture capitalist company in Ho Chi Minh City.
I guess I'll co-opt a phrase from the Clinton campaign. It's the demographics, stupid. This is a young, up-and-coming country. People here are very ambitious, very optimistic, very hardworking. And because of that, you basically have a country really that is literally on its way up. It's growing up right before our eyes. I don't consider myself that old a person, but 70% of Vietnam is younger than I am. And that makes me kind of a gray hair here, somewhat prematurely.
Take this internet technology company. The average age here is 28. They're designers, programmers, and marketing managers. The CEO was a former champion gamer who successfully bet on Vietnam's young workforce and hungry consumer habits.
We've seen things happening in the last 5 years, and we say, with the internet coming in, with technology being introduced to people, we could become the brand of the world. Competing with the best brand out there.
The country aims to have achieved fully developed status by 2020, an ambitious goal, but one that looks achievable. The main exports may still be basic products like textiles, crude oil, rice and coffee, but they provide a strong economic backbone to a country still expanding rapidly.
I think the pace of growth in Vietnam is quite good, with almost 7.2% of the GDP growth for over 2 decades continuously. And even during the crisis in the world or in the region, Vietnam could still maintain some positive growth. And I think that's quite good. Of course, we do want to see the country develop faster in future.
That now seems to be happening, especially in the major cities like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh and Da Nang, where growth can be seen everywhere. One example is the Bitexo Financial Tower. It's 262 meters high, with Vietnam's first helipad at the 52nd floor, defying gravity on the side of the building. This $270 million investment was constructed entirely with Vietnamese money and ambition. The vision of self-made businessman Mr. Vu Quang Hoi.
Prior to this construction project, I felt a strong desire that our generation has to do something significant to change our country for the better. I asked myself, what should the symbol of power be? I decided it must be a sky-high building, which looks fantastic and can clearly demonstrate power.
Power the country clearly has, but Vietnam, despite its strengths, lies in a fiercely competitive region. Its proximity to China, Laos and Cambodia is a handy strategic location, but its stellar growth must be compared to even brighter stars in Asia.